Hi everyone, Savannah Tree Foundation Field Manager Jake Henry here, and today we've got another tree species we're talking about. Just for reference, we're in the north end of Forsyth Park, which was dedicated as an arboretum. So arboretum is essentially a collection of lots of different types of trees, and this is a really cool area. So there's over 50 different species in this part of the park, and today we're talking about one of my favorite non-natives. I know that sounds a little blasphemous, liking non-natives, but this is Ginkgo biloba. And this is just such a cool tree species. I really am excited to make this video today because it's a really unique tree. So just for clarity, this is a non-native, but it's not invasive. It hasn't shown any indication of becoming invasive. It's been planted here for, hundreds and hundreds of years. So it's really, pretty safe as far as non-natives go. Now ginkgos are a really interesting tree for a few reasons. The first of which is they're not like a lot of other trees. So, when we talk about tree classification or scientific classifications, there's all those different levels we've got, right? So it goes kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. So it kind of narrows it down as you go through that sort of classification system. Now phylum actually is division when we're talking about plants, but it means the same thing, kind of the same level. So the division of ginkgo is called Ginkgophyta, and it is the only species in that division. It's that far removed from other trees. So these are so distantly related to all the other trees we have in Savannah. It's incredible. Really, the only thing that they have in common is that they are plants. They're just so interesting and so different, and you can kind of tell that from the leaves. So the leaves are really unique. Not a lot of other trees have leaves that grow like this. The veins go from the petiole or the base all the way out to the tip. There's no crossing over, there's no structure of the veination in these leaves. So it's really unique, really weird and interesting. So it's just so cool. So this is what's oftentimes referred to as a living fossil. There have been fossil records of this tree species dating back to 270 million years ago. So when I say this is an old tree, I mean that it's just, this species has been around for an incredibly long time. Now this particular tree we're looking at is also pretty old. This is probably at least 100 years old. They are a pretty slow growing species, so a big tree like this is often pretty old. Now, one of the other really cool things that I wanted to talk about with ginkgos is that they are dioecious, which essentially means they have male and female trees and different flowers and fruit on each of those. So many of the ginkgos that you find planted in urban areas are male ginkgos, and that's because the females produce a fruit that actually smells really bad. It kind of smells like rotting fish. It's a really unpleasant smell, but it's just what they smell like. And so actually this one here in Forsyth is a female. Found one of the fruits here, and luckily this is a really early fruit, so this isn't ripe yet. It fell off the tree a little early, and it doesn't smell yet, so that's why I'm holding it. Otherwise I wouldn't be touching it. But it's a really unique smell, and it's just kind of a funny, interesting thing that you find in these urban areas. So to avoid all that messy fruit and the smelly fruit, most ginkgos that are planted in urban areas are actually males. So lots of fun facts about ginkgos. A super interesting tree, and definitely come take a look at this one in the fall. They have a beautiful yellow fall color. Many of the leaves drop all at once, so you'll see sort of a blanket of yellow around the base of the tree. It's really just a beautiful, beautiful tree that you can find in many urban areas. So thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Take care.